What's wrong with the bread, GM?
Nothing's wrong with the bread. And seconds later, you see as aged bones begin assembling themselves into the framework of a skeleton.
Oh, no, not again, guys. We've got company.
Wilson, more urgent do-dooting, please.
Oh, hi, guys. We got your message. We heard that there was a little horsey and that he was hurt and that we could maybe help and that the wizard was really concerned. So we've come to save the day.
Well, yeah, see, luckily I was listening to the wind when I was popping a squat one day, and we found you. I was squatting, chilling my buns a bit after an out-of-fate noise. You know, I thought I'd let one slip, but clearly there's a fart in the wind. Very unsettling feeling to think that your farts are talking to you.
Hello, Foundlings, and welcome back to another episode of The Odd Campaign. This is Season 1, Episode 3. If you're just joining us for the first time, we're playing a role-playing game utilizing the Pathfinder rule set. That's where we sit around at a table and roll dice to determine the outcome of players' actions, and listen to the party take forever to leave one area. I am your GM and host. My name is Quentin, and since I only have one other player, you can go ahead and introduce yourself now.
Hello, I'm Emily, and I play Snow, still a level 3 fighter, elf, accompanied by her wolf, Nachia, who is the king. Of what? Still, I have no idea. We're both stuck in the same boat.
No one knows, but nevertheless, let's get started. After a long day of you guys traveling and also screaming at meerkats, you made it to the edge of the forest. Congratulations! You have 6 discovery points. Talk amongst yourselves and find out what you're going to do with them.
Isn't that just me and you talking
Amongst yourselves.
Okay. Hey, Wilson, what do you think?
What?
Since you are our cartographer and all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as long as everyone else agrees, I think we should leave it up to you to decide what we purchase. At least, for now. Unless you prove you can't pick things properly. She kind of just, punches him in his arm, gently enough.
I mean, I just draw pretty pictures. I was kind of hoping someone else would take charge on the what to do, when, where.
Wilson, you don't just draw pictures. You draw pieces of art.
He smiles, and it seems like his self-esteem might have been slightly boosted that day.
You mean his self-esteem grew 5 sizes that day?
That's not the only thing that grew that day.
Oh, God, please stop.
I mean, constructing a proper pathway back to the town of beginnings would be kind of nice. We wouldn't have to deal with so many encounters, and we don't know what's in this enchanted forest, so what makes it so magical. So it might be nice having an area where you don't get, murdered by a bunch of skeletons.
Wait. Are we going to have enough discovery points to buy this area? Does it all have the same cost, or is there...
Yeah, it looks like it's regulated and that all territories on this floor are going to cost around about 3 discovery points.
Okay.
We've got 6, so that means we can buy 2 different areas.
Wow, you did some math there. Good job, Wilson. And I'll pat him on his shoulder again. I'm so proud of you. And I don't mean that in a condescending way at all, I promise.
That's strange, because it really felt condescending.
It probably does. And now that I think about it, it probably was.
But I didn't mean it that way. I was trying to be nice. Clyde, keep trying.
So are we just gonna, stare at the pretty trees all day, or are we gonna, walk forward?
I think we're going to stare at them pretty much all day, Grog. No, I'm kidding. We should probably buy some of these territories that are nearby us, especially if we're heading straight in. I look over at Scilia, and I can see she's giving me a very intense look right now.
Well, while exploring as a group has been beneficial because we've been able to deal with the hordes of skeletons, I think we should probably establish an initial point here with some discovery points and maybe break up into smaller groups.
Okay. Do you all have your teleport magic stones on you?
Leaf crystals?
Okay, you have your leaf crystals?
There you go, Snow. Everyone nods except for
Wilson and me.
and he puts his head down in defeat.
No, I don't have one.
Oh, we're gonna die. You know what? I'm fine with that. If we want to split the party a little bit, I would say that we have...
Well, I think that you guys should stick with the other people that have the leaf crystals. That way, just in case you and Wilson get in trouble, you have leaf crystals to get out because everyone else has them. And we could give you ours if we needed to. And it'd be great.
All right.
That means you two split up.
So then which part of the group do you guys want to be part of? Because...
And in the middle of your sentence, she bolts, and all you see is a dust trail behind her. And she latches on, and as she does, you hear a...
I'm not going anywhere this little guy isn't.
And she starts squeezing Nichia, and he glares, and it seems like he's thinking,
Let this child be my dinner.
Oh, okay. No, Nichia, we're not doing that.
Yeah, and I go where she goes, and she goes where all the pretty animals are, and I don't mind them.
Oh, okay. All right. Then you guys pick where you want to go. And I start to wave as I just awkwardly walk in a direction and sort of motion for Nichia to follow along.
I don't really know any of these other people, and I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable. And
Okay, fine. Wilson, how about you go with Tiffany and Scilia? I mean, they should be able to help you out.
What? Oh, come on, little buddy. It'll be just fine.
I mean, you need to learn how to make more friends. You can't just follow me around all the time.
Are you sure? I really could.
I mean, maybe they can teach you something more, like skills. I don't know. You'll be fine, Wilson. I believe in you.
Oh, well, one other person wouldn't be too much more to handle. After all, I've already got this big lug.
Hey, I've been carrying you. Sometimes, literally.
Well, I mean, Wilson's pretty useful. He toots his horn and... Dagnabbit. Wilson, you toot your horn. That's the most useful thing you can do for me.
I
mean, for us. Yeah, that's it.
He blushes, as he doesn't know how to handle that, as you did say that he doesn't do anything useful besides blow his horn, but you also mentioned that it was specifically for you, which kind of makes him feel a little special. Best compliment a woman's ever given him in his life.
Poor guy. I guess his mother is the only other lady to give him those kind of compliments.
Yeah. Other than like what his family has given him, like non-familial related females, like that tops the charts. So yeah, he kind of blushes.
I mean, yeah, and
he's looking at the group and then back at you and then back at the group and then back at you.
Okay, like level up. And then come back to me once you're one more level. I think that'll be really good for you.
While Wilson is staring off indecisively, Tiffany walks up and puts his arm around him.
Oh, don't worry, little buddy. I'll get this young man into fighting shape. By the time I'm done with him, you won't even recognize him.
All right. Sounds good. See, Wilson, you're in great hands. A man's hands.
I don't know if I like these descriptions or this situation very much.
It kind of feels like I'm sending him off to boot camp. He's gonna die.
And they start walking away as Tiffany is singing.
Let's get down to business to gain levels.
That was really good. But dang, I should have gone with Tiffany. We could have had a whole musical episode. All the musical memes we could have done.
Meanwhile, Crystal chimes up.
Yay, friends! I'm so glad we got so many animals. I mean, we did just technically get rid of one horsey, but that was like a really mean horsey and kind of scary and big, and I hear he kicks people. But we've got another horsey who's a little bit nicer, and most importantly, we've got the Wolfie.
I look at Clyde and his horse. I think the rider and steed need to train up a little bit first.
Hey, I'm fine. I mean, look at these muscles. And he flexes.
And it just droops.
No, he's not that bad. It's like he's kind of fit, but nothing to really look at. Meanwhile, Grog just walks up and,
Oh, yeah, you'd be about as strong as a newborn babe in my village. Look at those little teeny weenies.
Grog, where did you grow up? You lived in a village? Are you from some third world country or something?
I mean, I'm just like orcs, you know, if you couldn't tell. So I figured, like, we probably grew up in a village. Sounds like it's...
Oh, you're role-playing. Okay. Makes so much sense.
I mean, I don't really know what that is, so...
Do you have, like, a backstory or something?
Oh, yeah, of course. I am the mighty Grog. I bash skulls with bones, I pick things up and I put them down, and, you know, that's about it.
Sounds like a lot of guys I know. They just kind of pick things up, put them down. Like my feelings.
Wow. Well, I guess we should probably get exploring, and don't worry, I am a master
Of exploring?
of nature.
Okay, well, you know, if we walk around a bit, hopefully we'll run into some slimes. You guys took that quest, right?
Quest? I've kind of just been, like, following her around because she seems like she knows what's going on here.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna pull up my mini-map. Did we purchase this territory that we're in already?
yes, as a matter of fact, Wilson used your discovery points for the area you guys are in and the one you are right next to. And basically going to reconvene at some point right here.
Okay, so what exactly do we see? Like, what do we learn about this area?
Yeah, you see a pop-up on your HUD with some information pertaining to what these spawn rates are and what you might expect to find in a temperate forest. During the daytime cycle, there's a chance you might encounter things like deer, elk, rabbits, poppy fields, you know, and some more hostile things like bear, dire bear, man-eating plants, giant birds, centipedes, praying mantis.
You know, Jim, can we remove the centipedes?
I mean, like, I can't. It's just kind of part of the game, you know. I'm not in charge here.
You are.
And at night, you might run into wolves, foxes, dire foxes, skeletons, vampire bats, and ghouls.
Okay, what about the slimes? I thought that was the point of us coming here, GM.
Oh, yes, slimes. Yeah, those things. They're totally there. It's just that their percentage is fairly low. It looks that there's only about a 10% chance of encountering them at night.
At night. All right. Crystal, do you have knowledge nature?
Nature? I mean, I don't really do that much with nature. Even though what I said is that I'm a master of nature, I mean, I kind of... What I meant was that I'm really good at making traps out of plants and vines and everything. It's really fun. It's kind of like a hobby, you know, like underwater basket weaving.
All right, you know, besides your earlier contradictory statement, I'm just trying to figure out if we can specifically make a lure for these slimes. I look back at my HUD. Is there, like, a bestiary in there or something?
Oh, yeah. There's a bestiary of sorts.
Okay. Does it have any information on slimes?
You open up that tab, and it seems like it's just filled with question marks next to things like weight, size, description, location.
Does dire boar show up?
Scrolling through, you eventually do find the tab, and there is some information there. You see data on the largest size you've encountered, how many you've killed, the drops that you've gotten, but you notice that there are still a few question marks remaining next to it, as though there might be some more potential loot.
This game hates us.
I'm so quick question, just so like I know, so you know I know. Like, what exactly do slimes look like?
I have no idea. I mean, they're probably blue, small and round. Orange if they're female, blue if it's male, I think. Definitely not an opinion influenced by some other game that starts with dragon.
Now, I really like colors. Colors are pretty and all, but I'm like, That doesn't really tell me what they look like.
Kind of like bubbles of water, like a water droplet. Clear and, a kiss.
A wall?
Yeah, something like that. Like a half sphere that's on the ground. It doesn't have legs, just kind of has like little beady eyes, and it's like gelatinous.
Yes, exactly. I am so glad someone else got my reference.
Yeah, I've totally played Schmaggins Rest.
Schmaggins, it's
the knockoff version. I couldn't afford the console, so...
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was the Chinese reboot.
I gotcha.
Your main character was a turtle. Yeah, I think it had like a headband and used nunchucks. I think they were really confused about the genre. I think they might have thought it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reboot.
You know what? I'll take it. I'm glad that you at least got the reference in some capacity.
Yeah, I played RPGs in my free time, at least when I'm not working at the Cluck Bucket. Alrighty, friends. I guess that we're going to make our way on downtown, walk in fast, so I'm that way. And Crystal points.
Follow that trail?
And Grog takes her little arm and points her little finger a little to the left.
Actually, we probably will go that way. Because, like, the other way is like the way that they went.
Anyway, onwards. And I begin making my way in that direction. And as I'm going, GM, I want to stay vigilant. Please, I want to keep watch. I don't know what you really call it, but I want to keep an eye out for anything that could be dangerous. And I'm going to encourage Nichia to do the same.
Which direction are you going in? It seems like Tiffany, Celia, and Wilson went off northeastern-ish, and west leads out of the forest.
Okay. I guess we'll head straight up east then.
All right, sounds good. Roll your survival check.
Oh, okay. All right. That was a really good roll. 20.
Oh, goody!
What?
You just hear Crystal start shouting. And you see that your map sort of flashes and then updates.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I used a skill. It was really cool. It started flashing on my screen, and it said, "Congratulations!"
Congratulations. Did it say anything else?
Nope.
Then, what happened? I look at my map. Did anything change?
Oh yeah, something definitely changed. The territory's unlocked. Like, unlocked. Explored, purchased, discovered.
Crystal, what did you do?
Survival.
Jam, did she crit?
Out of game? Yes. In game, she just got really lucky. As she said, she is a, quote, master of nature.
I saw all things with my halfling eyes. And by that, I mean I ride atop of Grog's head, and it gives me really good perspective. You should try it sometime.
Ooh. What if... Never mind. Never mind. It was a terrible idea. Oh, but I was thinking, what if we stacked each person on top of each other, and then you can be at the very top? I've had this idea since yesterday. I've been waiting.
Ooh, oh my gosh. We gotta do this!
And she starts pulling your arm towards Grog.
We've gotta try!
All right, I'm fine with this. I'll gladly go along with it.
All right, Grog, squat down a little.
And he complies and gives you little armholes to climb up on.
All right. Hey, Clyde, can you give me a boost?
He walks over and doesn't really know where to put his hands, but eventually he just kind of clasps them together to make a foothold for you. And surprisingly, he's able to hoist you up as you place your foot in his hands, and you're able to kind of put your other foot on Grog's thigh and roll a climb check.
16 total.
And you are able to climb on top of Grog without any problems. Now, are you trying to stand on his shoulders?
Oh, no. I'm scared of heights, so I would probably just sit on his shoulders.
So Crystal climbs on top of you, climbing on top of him, and she's now sitting on your shoulders, you sitting on his shoulders, and she's kind of just swinging back and forth, holding onto your hair.
Yeah, like the extra 2 feet really isn't doing it for me.
All right, I got this. Okay, Clyde, help me out here. Come on.
Nope. I don't like anything that's going on there. Like, being a bottom, just not my style.
What was that?
I don't like being on the bottom of dog piles. Ugh. big family. My sister was always like tackle me, and then it's bad. Just why don't you just go like climb a tree or something?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Anyways, so let's just have you roll a perception check at this point.
It is a total of 20.
You see as Crystal goes and begins climbing a tree while you're quietly taking in the forest, and you're walking.
That's a lot of trees. Look at this tree here. It's got boobs.
You're noticing there are a lot of trees. Not only a lot of trees, but huge trees. No trees with boobs. I'm talking about regular trees, but trees that are so large that Grog could not even fit his arms around them. Trees that are wider than people are long. Trees that are reaching hundreds of feet in the air, creating a giant and sprawling canopy.
Wow. These trees must be very old. I'll have some reverence for them now, GM.
I appreciate that.
But I do have some concerns about the man-eating plants you had mentioned earlier. So I look at the rest of the group as we're going, just perusing back with my eyes, and I say, we should really watch our step here, especially since there are man-eating plants.
Now, isn't that a little bit of an ironic thought? I mean, man-eating plants. I mean, I'm a man, and I don't even eat plants. You think that they wouldn't be that mad at me? Like, I could understand carnivorous cows. Them, they could seek revenge.
You could be a druid, Grog.
I'm not really the wisest of sorts. I don't like dealing with the magics and stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. If you were a druid, you would have to eat plants, actually. I mean, barbarian is probably the perfect class for you then if you just like eating meat.
And meat I do like to eat.
And you see he pulls out a giant lamb leg, which has just been like strapped to the side of his loincloth. You don't know how it stays there or how long it's been there for.
Oh, that's really raw. Okay. Hey, Clyde, when's dinner exactly?
Dang it! You see he pulls up his menu and furiously starts typing again, like he's fixated. Haku, you're steering yourself.
I'll walk over and take the reins and sort of guide the horse.
Guys! And you see as Crystal kind of swings down from a vine.
Crystal, why are you screaming bloody murder?
I was going to tell you, there's a really cool, like, little tiny greenish lagoon and a potty thingy over there that's just on the other side of the trees.
Lagoons are where terrible creatures reside. Should we check it out?
Of course we should. I mean, it's kind of like a body of water, and my water skin's empty. But I just filled it, but I figured you guys
Wait,
might need water.
is that why you were screaming?
Yep, that's about it.
I guess I could also use a refill.
You know, if you really run into dire need, I hear pee is drinkable.
Yeah, I guess, like, I've heard you can boil water, so pee would work too.
All of this conversation is happening while you and your group are kind of making your way to this lagoon that Crystal mentioned. And you see as the pair of them kind of walk off a little bit ahead of you.
You know, I don't think they go together. Huh.
What does that mean? I mean, they like came here together.
Well, I mean, I just don't think they go together.
I mean, what he's big, tall, strapping man. She's a tiny, small, very energetic woman.
No, I mean, like, it's just not typically something that goes together. All right, I'm sorry. I just had a thought process.
Hey, listen, if it fits, we ship it.
What are you, FedEx?
That was a part-time summer job.
Wait, I thought you mentioned that you worked somewhere else.
The cluck bucket?
All right, Mr. Cluck Bucket. Stick to the chicken. No more shipping things.
Oh, chicken. I can do chicken. And you see that Grog comes back with 2 tiny fish, which he has impaled on his spear.
Ew, they've got guts coming out and it's all over this deck.
I mean, like, I had to stab them. It's efficient. I figured, like, midnight snack.
Clyde looks at you. Don't worry, Sugar Lips. Food is not something you need to concern yourself with.
Don't call me Sugar Lips, Clyde.
Tasty cakes.
You know, listen, if you really want a girl to be interested in you, you can't be calling them really weird nicknames. You might as well... Wait, do you even know what my name is?
Snow.
I'm concerned with how long it took you to say that. Wait, are you in the friends list right now? Seriously, Clyde?
Well, if we want to find these slums, we should stop our lollygagging and get to lollywalking.
All right, fine. Okay, yeah. No telling how long it's gonna take us if we want to find them at night at least. I mean, if we stick around too much longer, we're gonna lose a lot of daylight and ground to travel, and I honestly just don't know much about these woods. I'll start moving on, though.
You can probably make it through about one more territory before the day's end. There's one in the northeast and one in the southeast. Which way would you like to go?
Probably southeast, so that we're not covering the same ground as the other group.
Alrighty then, roll survival.
Oh, well, you see, Jam, I see pretty colors in the woods. Rolls aren't doing too hot for me right now, but it's a 13.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I'm too busy thinking about bacon and bread.
Well, you continue walking for a bit, mostly enjoying the surrounding environment and not paying too much attention into where you're going or what's going on. Grog is actually gathering food along the trail as he goes, while Crystal is just banging on his head constantly.
No, you big dummy. We need to go that way. I thought I saw something.
What? What did you see, Crystal? Was it a slime?
What? No, it was like a shadow in the wind, a leaf in the forest.
Crystal?
Yeah?
We're surrounded by trees. We're
No, that's not the point.
the woods.
The point is it was something really quick. It must have been something alive, but it wasn't a plant unless it was an alive plant.
Or a carnivorous plant. It's probably not a slime then. We should keep going and ignore it for now, though.
What? What if it's important and relative to the plot later?
Well, it could be, or we could be avoiding a man-eating plant. And as we walk away, GM, from the shadow in the wind, this leaf in the forest, I'm keeping my eyes peeled in case it's following us.
Oh, okay then.
Not that I know where it is.
You continue on your way, keeping a vigilant watch for whatever Crystal saw, and you are able to travel through the rest of this territory successfully without any interruptions. You earn 2 discovery points.
Sweet. And never mind, it's not enough to buy a territory.
Good work. Your path eventually joins along a stream, which also happens to be going southeast. It's actually beginning dark as the sun dips lower, and you have maybe about an hour or 2 before nightfall.
Wow, either we've been really lucky, or is it unlucky? We've been really doing something with avoiding getting an encounter here.
Really something. But you move on to the next undiscovered territory.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? You want to settle down here or move on a bit further? Crystal, anything more with your leaf thing?
A shadow in the wind, a leaf in the forest. Silent, but probably still deadly. Who knows? Because we have no idea what it is. It could be a fart that quaffed it up from mine anus. However, it's dark now, and I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, if we stop, I could start dinner.
Oh, I do like a good meat pie.
Who said anything about meat pie?
So we want to stop now?
We could keep going. I have low light vision, so I could see, but meat pie.
I'm not in the same boat about the meat pie, but I'm in the same boat about low light vision.
Oh my gosh, we could go on forever until we die.
How about no? We should probably stop for the night, though. I'm getting a bit tired.
Party poopers. Fine, meat pie it is.
Who said anything about meat pie?
I did 2 seconds ago. Weren't you listening?
I'm still lost on that one. And who knows, maybe we'll have an encounter with slimes in the middle of the night. 10% chance, my butt.
During your conversation, you can't tell exactly where it is coming from, but you hear the sound of a stomach growling from Crystal and Nichia's general direction.
I walk over to my good boy and I give him a good scratch on the chin. Oh, Nichia, are you hungry? You know, guys, maybe we should stop. I'm feeling a bit peckish, too.
As you get closer to Nichia, though he is enjoying the attention, you do hear a grumbling, but it is not coming from your companion. You turn your head to see a very aggravated Crystal as she is punching her stomach.
Shut up, you! I protest! I want adventure!
Crystal, your mouth says yes, but your body says no. All right, so I guess I'm going to patrol the area first while gathering some wood for the fire, and I'll keep an eye out for the shadow forest thing, or slimes. 10% chance, GM.
Yeah, roll your perception check.
Does a 13 work?
You don't spot anything out of place at this time, and I mean, all seems well, so all you can see is that kind of like Grog and Clyde are setting up camp for the evening, and Crystal, being the most helpful, is tormenting Nichia, chasing him in circles, making sure that any energy he had left from today is now thoroughly depleted.
Ah! I can't hear anything outside of this camp. Can you two sit down?
As you yell back towards the camp, enraged like an angry mother, you see everyone just drop what they're doing, stop, their eyes filled with PTSD, and they just sit right where they are.
Oh no.
As you angrily make your way back, you see that Clyde had set up a grill, 3 frying pans, a saucepan, and a bunch of different containers all around the frying pit. And you just hear Grog shout,
Don't be angry, tiny lady. We've got meat pie.
I'm not angry.
You sound angry, and all ladies are tiny to me. It's a matter of perspective.
I'm sorry. I'll walk back over towards the guys.
When you get closer, you see that there are 2 very different areas. Clyde is gallantly motioning to a well-dressed dining table in the middle of the woods. Meanwhile, Grog is currently sitting on a stump and offering you a meat pie.
Ugh. Grog, are you sure that's a meat pie? Something doesn't look right about that. I think I just saw it move.
I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is, or how it looks like, or what it should be technically called even. It has the 3 major food groups: meat, bread, and potatoes.
Ignoring whatever that is, I look towards Clyde. I hope that there's something more edible over on that side.
You see he's wearing a fedora, and he tips his cap in your direction. Milady.
My sir?
Please, take a seat.
I look at the spot. What does it look like? And does it make me uncomfortable?
So when I said table, right, I mean there is a entire dining room length table which he has pulled out.
This is beyond being prepared. This is his inventory.
The entire thing. I want you to understand that this man spent, and I do mean all of his money on this. He had 1,000 starting gold, just like everyone else. There is a 10-foot-long mahogany table with an intricate lace tablecloth on top of it. A matching perfect dining set spread out for a 5-course meal. Unfortunately, he does not have chairs. There are only 2 stumps, which are roughly the same height, but they have a nice doily cloth on top of them for you to sit upon.
All the budget, no chairs. I feel so bad.
He did what he could with what he had, okay?
I look towards the other table. What does that one look like?
A log. It's just a log. Wooden bowls, no silverware. Crystal's kind of throwing food at Grog, and he's just picking out only the meat.
Out of the meat pie? What? Yeah. Grog, what are you doing? Why are you picking out the meat from the pie?
Listen, I only said it has the 3 major food groups. Not that I liked all of them. I just wanted the meat. But this is the only recipe I have.
And what was the point of the meat pie? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. I do, but I don't. What is going on with all this, Clyde?
Dinner is served. Now, whatever that is over there, avert your eyes, my lady, and turn back your gaze over here.
You know, both settings make me quite and equally uncomfortable. I hesitantly and awkwardly just flop down onto one of the stumps, and I grab the first piece of food that I see. Honestly, my stomach is nauseous at this point.
Oh, there's no food on the...
There's no food?
On the table! There's no food on the table yet.
Am I supposed to eat air, Clyde?
Oh, no. The most important thing is, as always, a presentation.
Are you a supervillain?
And you see, as there is a basket in his hands and a napkin over it, and quite swiftly he pulls it off to reveal fresh baked bread.
Oh yeah, now I look at this, my eyes wide as they can be. This is my one weakness of many, but it is the best one. How could you? How did you know? Mention it in passing? Did bread just fall from my lips?
The bread's already pre-sliced, and he reveals that there's butter and oils you can dip it in.
Tilt my head and I'm looking at him very suspiciously. How did you know?
My darling, bread's the best part of any meal. Who doesn't like bread? When you go to a restaurant, you don't go there for the food, you go there
For the bread.
But also, like, bread is the only thing that I can make with the ingredients I had, so, like, this is literally all there is for dinner.
You know what? That doesn't matter. I breathe bread. Every night, I only dream of bread. That and somebody I'd rather not talk about, but, beside the point. There is a slight glimmer of respect and desire in my eyes. Like, I'm so excited for the bread. In fact, I go off on this really long tangent about the different types of bread and how great it is. So I guess he's just holding this basket of bread for the entire time.
Oh, he lets you go on for as long as you want. It goes on for about 20 minutes. He's just enamored, hand on chin, resting on the table, just smiling at the fact that a female is talking to him.
About bread.
It doesn't matter what you're talking about. It only matters that you're talking to him.
Oh, and you know how I finish this?
How?
I share with him my pizza dough recipe and the secret of how to make the best Italian pizza ever.
Uh-huh.
In the end, it's all about the sauce. Of course, the water you use to make your dough will also change the taste, but I believe there is only one sauce you can use for pizza.
He lets you finish, and he sort of leans in close all the way till the very end. Fascinated. So, do you want the bread?
Oh, right, yeah. I'll just grab whatever's in the basket. Cold, I don't care. I guess it's been like a half an hour talking about how much I love bread.
He looks concerned as he sees you devour an entire loaf of bread by yourself.
You don't understand. I love bread. I just slowly sip on the water afterwards.
I made crepes.
You know what? Crepes are just pancakes, which is just flattened bread.
So yay, more bread.
Yeah, you said it was all the bread.
Yeah, like I said, that's all I had the ingredients for.
I'm impressed.
And he unveils a platter of crepes, lightly drizzled with vanilla syrup, decorated with berries and buried under powdered sugar, as you both feast away at your delectable pastries and enjoy dinner.
You're putting me in a pickle here, Gian. Like, this is a level of romance I never get. And also, I think I appreciate Clyde a lot more. Also, he technically lied because there's more than bread here. There's strawberries and other things. But that is beside the point. This was actually more pleasant than I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would be way worse.
Be honest. Did I do good or did I do good?
You did well.
No, please. I did amazing. And don't hold back. You know it's true.
And that moment is gone where I'm just gonna cut that. Nope. Yeah, no, Clyde, you did well. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
He blushes a little, and you all finish your dinner. He continues to try and impress you the entire time, ending it with the whole tablecloth pulley outy thingy. And it doesn't seem to go very well, as you see plates, silverware, and bread fly everywhere.
No, the bread. Can I catch it? Let me do something, please.
It pixelates before it hits the ground. Seeing your anguish, somewhat confused, Clyde just reaches over and places another bread roll in the palm of your hand. When you pull the tablecloth out, it puts everything away. The leftovers just went back in my inventory.
Bread is sacred. It's a sacred dish.
Well, I gotta clean up, and this is the fastest way.
Who said I was done?
Oh. He pulls out another loaf of bread and just hands it to you. Meanwhile, he's attempting to clean up and put away Grog and Crystal's wooden bowls. You actually see that Grog at this point is fast asleep with a little bit of bacon hanging out of his mouth.
From the meat pie?
You don't know what kind of meat was in the pie.
Okay.
You just know it's meat.
Okay, so who's got the first watch then?
I'll take it, but we can only do 3 people for tonight's watch because Grog is asleep. So it'll just be us.
Okay, Clyde?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, looks like I'm up next. Just wake me up when it's my turn, okay?
You got it.
All right, I'll pull out my bedroll and settle down near the fire.
Nothing happens tonight.
Yes!
You are not mauled by skeletons for once.
Yes! How about slimes?
Nothing happens tonight. You wake up nice and refreshed, however, and it is daytime. Crystal is packing up her bedroll, and Grog sits up groggily as usual. But you don't see Clyde in his usual spot.
I look around for him.
As you turn your gaze, you are met with a plate full of bread.
I'm legitimately going to get sick. But I'm going to eat it anyway.
Good morning, my sunshine.
Oh, he's reached a whole new level. Just one date night and I'm sunshine now. Okay, well, good morning, my personal bread maker.
Gosh darn right I am, and I'll take that title any day of the week.
And I'll take that bread. And I eat it slowly, but happily.
Grog, you've got to learn how to not need drugs to keep you going, man. I mean, like, I can't keep up with this lifestyle.
Excuse me?
I mean, it's technically alchemy.
Please tell me, you're talking about coffee, right?
What? No, I mean...
Oh, what? No, I mean, I've got these leaves.
And you see as he holds up a handful of dried leaves.
Is it tea? I try to pick one up and I would like to sniff it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, that's called all night. It keeps him running so he doesn't get tired, but when it runs out, it hits him like a truck, so he just, like, falls unconscious for a long while.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, no, that's quite the odor. Okay, where did you get this?
From an alchemist lady.
Zaniba?
I mean, I don't know if that was her name, per se.
Okay, I'll give him back his leaf.
You can find it at most alchemy shops. I've been keeping an eye out, because I was thinking, like, magical forest thingy.
All right, cool. Just make sure you don't accidentally pick the wrong thing and end up in an eternal rest, Grog, please. Anyway, I'm going to suggest to the group that we pack up and move onward.
Which direction do you go? Do you keep following the river?
Yep.
Cool. So your party begins trekking through the woods once again. And at some point, as though you are pushing through some kind of brush, I need you to roll a perception check.
Okay, 18. What is going to kill me now that you're rolling, GM?
I was literally rolling for this morning's encounters. But yes, as you are finishing up with your conversation, you push through some brush and you see a family of cute, harmless bunny rabbits.
You know what? Let's move away from the river for now. I have a bad feeling that some entity in the far outer reaches is rolling for our doom. You know, hopefully we'll have some more success running into slimes. Maybe we'll go a little bit further north instead.
Better success you may find. As you head into the new area, I need you to make a survival check for me.
Another natural 1 for a total of 11.
Better success you did not find. You begin moving your party away from the river, attempting to head a bit more north, but without your navigator with you, your poor sense of direction catches up with you quickly. Seeing as you don't have an exact destination beyond finding slimes, it doesn't really matter where you go, but...
I'm going to pull my map up.
You can see that you have not made any progress towards your next discovery point. In fact, the indicator shows that you are in a new undiscovered territory, but you're headed out of the forest?
Well, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing that we got turned around.
We still haven't encountered these slime things. Are we sure they even exist?
Well, I mean, with a initial 10% encounter chance at night, and, you know, I was hoping that we would increase that chance the further in we got, but
we're headed out of the forest right now.
Yeah, fat chance for that. Get alone any encounters right now since we're basically back in the same territory we started in. I wonder, could we use discovery points to unlock this area to get more information? Do we have enough?
Wait, doesn't it take a while to earn those?
Yeah, and we're no closer to earning another one. Okay, let me be honest. I think we're lost, and the indicator on the map doesn't show our exact geolocation unless we unlock the territory, at least from what I can tell. It shouldn't be too hard to do, we just need to...
Oh, that would make this so much easier. So, how do we go about doing the thing?
I look at the UI of the map. Is there anything for me to see our DP?
Yeah, sure. You see in the bottom right side of your UI bar, there's a total DP with the number 3 next to it.
Oh, okay. So it looks like we have enough, maybe. I tap it.
As you hover your finger over the section, you see a small pop-up box which reads, "Requires profession navigator to use. Please allocate skill points to the appropriate profession."
Wait, what? I can't use them?
You have profession navigator?
No, I don't get as many points when I'm a fighter.
Well then, it looks as if you are unable to use the discovery points to purchase the territory. However, it does look like you are still able to earn them.
All right, I close the UI and I turn back to the group. Well, you know what? Let's not waste these points. We're probably be fine. I'm just going to reach out to see if the other group, how they're doing.
Uh-huh. I love how you're just like trying to play this whole thing off. Can you bluff check for me?
I mean, nah. Listen, she's not really trying to hide it that much. The smile is really just for her own comfort.
Are you okay? Your face looks like you're, I don't know, about to like poop or something?
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I pull up my messaging app and I'm going to reach out to Scilia. Have you guys had any luck?
Oh, well, we haven't really found much.
Okay, I'm going to close the message really quickly. Honestly, having Scilia judge me right now would probably be worse than my own self-ridicule because she makes me feel bad. I'm going to send a message to Wilson instead. Hey, Wilson, old buddy, old pal, darling man. What's your current heading?
Holy crap! Snow! Dang it! No! Giant murder birds! Don't come north! They'll rip your flesh off!
Don't come north. Well, you see, there's a slight problem down here, and
He sends you another message.
The forest wants to kill us!
I mean, that was obvious the moment we got stuck in this game. I send that with the shrugging emoji.
You left me with insane people.
Is it that bad? I thought Tiffany would be a good teacher.
Celia is callous to anything that is not a cute, furry animal. And Tiffany thinks he can bench press the whole world and does not stop making Disney references.
I mean, it's not that much better over here. I would love the Disney references, though. We haven't found anything. We've walked for hours. Clyde made me dinner. Grog is eating a bug right now, and...
Well, that sounds lovely.
No. You don't understand. The advances have gotten worse, though. So...
That sounds awkwardly lovely. Still an improvement.
Why are you yelling?
Oh, sorry. All caps was on. I mean, at least you've gotten good food. All I've had is like boar meat for every meal. I think Celia's been holding out. She keeps like slipping something into her food, but I can't figure out what it is.
She's slipping something into her food. Oh, God. Well, listen, I'll make sure Clyde makes you something when we meet back up. Can't wait to see you guys again. But let me just clarify. When are we doing that exactly? And I make sure to add a lot of question marks because I want to imply that we need to meet back up, but not imply that we're lost. We just need to maintain some dignity here.
For a moment, you see the typing indicator on Wilson's screen pop up side of things, but then it stops and disappears, and you don't get another message from him.
What? You guys okay? She doesn't send that, but she's like, she closes it.
So, what'd they say?
Whoa. Why are you right behind me?
That's just where I've been for the past 15 minutes anyways.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to go north. Apparently it's crazy dangerous there.
What? They have danger? I haven't gotten to do anything at all. I want danger. All we've seen is stupid rabbits. Gosh.
You know what? I'm fine with no danger. South it is.
All right. Let's try and reorient ourselves then so we can at least go south and not out of these woods.
Directly south?
Southeast.
Okay.
Since you're going to be heading in the direction you sort of already came from, Crystal will go ahead and take the lead on this check. She was already making like indicators, like little tree markers. So you managed to get back on track and make your way to the river thanks to Crystal's effective waypoints. Make a perception check.
23.
There you go. As you come to the edge of this forest, you actually hear a nearby voice call out to you. Ho, travelers!
Whoa, who are you calling a hoe? Hello?
You hear some very nervous whispering off in the distance. Oh, so sorry. Good day, dear gentle folk. You see as there's an individual who seems to be struggling to interact with you in common, but as you turn towards the direction of the voice, you spot 5 tall figures, armed with bows and wearing green with brown hooded cloaks, all which somewhat blend in with the forest. One of them steps forward, presumably the man who spoke a moment ago. He removes his hood, and you see an elf man with long blonde hair.
Yo, elf rangers! These are my kind of people. Somewhat literally, though, you know. I'll greet them in Elvish. Ho, fellow travelers.
He responds in Elvish. Ho, travelers! Apologies, our common tongue is a bit rusty. He puts his arm out as if to tell the other cloaked figures to lower their bows, and you notice he seems to be wearing some sort of leaf armor, a mixture of green and browns, while the trim is decorated in silver.
I'm going to keep responding in Elvish for now, then. No, you're fine. I was kidding. You said nothing offensive.
As you're having this conversation, you are surprised to hear Crystal also chime in English.
Oh, guys! Oh my gosh! People! I love people!
And she hops down from which she is back and just runs up to one of them and just latches onto their leg. This individual looks down at the physical contact and appears very uncomfortable. Like he doesn't know what to do with this small lady child.
Halflings, am I right? I'm going to assume these guys are NPCs then?
It would appear to seem so.
So what's going on exactly?
We are members of the Rangers Society.
Oh, wow. I would have never guessed. No way. Oh, my gosh.
I know. Quite impressive, if
Yeah.
I do say so myself.
I go back to Common. I look back at Clyde and Grog. Look, guys.
Clyde's just staring at you, and then staring at them, staring back at you, completely lost. And he just nudges you. Was that French?
Non, parlez-vous français?
Nope, no. That one's definitely French. So, what are you speaking?
I'm speaking Elvish to them. It's the language of my people, air quotes.
Uh-huh.
She does do those little air quotes. Your intelligence score wasn't very high, was it?
Hey, whoa, calm down there, feisty mama. We're not going to talk about my intelligence score. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, all right? Anyways, I took Dwarvish as one of my languages. Apparently not that it's doing me good here.
You know what? Don't worry, Clyde. That could be useful later.
Thanks, Snow. You know, but really, what do these people want?
I don't know. Let me ask them. She turns back to them in Elvish. What you want?
Okay. The elves are taken back by this weird elvish slang and the butchering of their language.
That would be our language.
Sure. My lady, we've been scouting through the area here to document the wildlife, and we noticed that there were some travelers. We haven't seen that many, save the group that came through earlier.
Wait, there was another group? What did they look like exactly?
We didn't really have that much time to take a good look at them.
Was there a guy with a horse, short guy?
They were
Dark-skinned
They were
dude?
staying at the tavern last time I checked.
Okay.
And suddenly you just hear Crystal shout out,
It's that one!
and you see she's glaring and pointing at an elf ranger in the back.
That right there is the shadow in the wind.
Oh. So, you're the ones that were following us then.
You hear a gasp echo throughout the group.
Arion, how dare you be spotted? Oh, come on, Commander. Guys, no. There's no way she could have seen me.
Oh, no. I would recognize that tailcoat anywhere.
Uh-huh. Listen, halflings, right? Just ignore her for now. Anyway, what is it you guys are looking for? Why are you following us?
Sorry. We weren't necessarily seeking anything per se, but we did notice that you seem to have gotten turned around, and we were wondering if you needed direction or cared to come back to the town with us. Our home is always welcome to any weary travelers in need of aid.
Okay, I'll partially translate this for Grog and Clyde. They're telling us they can take us back to their town.
Do they have meat?
I don't know.
I don't like it. Seems suspicious.
Why, Clyde? Because they're mostly attractive people who pose a threat to you?
That is only entirely the point, but now that I'm thinking about it, I do also kind of wonder what food ingredients they have.
All right, Mr. Cluckbucket. I go back to speaking Elvish. You guys were talking about the other travelers you saw in town.
As I said, we didn't really get a good chance to look at them.
Okay, so no horses?
Oh, no. There were no horses whatsoever. They all looked like rather shady individuals.
So not our other members then. Well, we would love to go back to your town with you. We could definitely use the waypoint. And we could send that to the rest of the group. She kind of turns back and says that in common.
Wonderful! Let's make haste then.
What exactly is the name of this town?
Varia.
And as we're walking, I would like to ask them, so, you know about these creatures called slimes?
They seem to slow their speed for a moment as a murmur amongst the group spreads out before the leader speaks. They are a sacred creature in this forest. It has been overhunted, almost to the brink of extinction, almost overnight. They were quite common in the region until about a few days ago. We've been attempting to make rehabilitation in this area for them to regain their numbers. Hence why we're going out on patrol, is to stop any potential poaching.
Oh, well, I think I could tell you why that's been happening. You know, there's been a severe shortage of healing items in the town of Beginnings, specifically health potions, which I know they have been used to create.
Yes, well, we have been hearing rumors about that. I believe those travelers were actually part of the clan that we were hearing about.
Is it Dark Savior 69?
Nice.
Well, rather, the Dark Guild.
No way to know for sure. The elves do quickly guide you and your party through the forest, and you reach the town of Varia before the sun sets. It seems though you were guided through 2 territories and earned 3 more discovery points along the way, with an additional 5 discovery points for finding the town itself, giving you a total of 11.
Ooh, okay. Does this town then show up on my map as a location I can teleport to?
Indeed it does, though you still do not have a leaf crystal. Anyways, as your party approaches towards the town, you see that it is surrounded by tall wooden walls that link from tree to tree. You see elven guards walking atop the palisades, and you notice that the connecting trees seem to be hollowed out on the inside. And when you get closer to the gates, you hear the elves yell, "Alatar, fallen! Open the gates!" And I need you to make a perception check.
All right, what do I see with a 16?
You see Crystal run by screaming,
Oh, pretty!
Oh, great. Exactly what I was looking for.
There's a lot of trees and grass.
Grog, I think that goes with the territory. We're in an elven village. You know, my people, amazing, right? Trees.
Are you sure they're going to have any meat? They look like impossible burger fellows.
I don't know, buddy. We'll find out when we get into town.
The setting sun glistens through the leaves into the small town. Walking inside the gate, you notice that, similar to the wall, most of the town is incorporated into the trees and the natural landscape. There aren't any paved roads in Varia, though there are some dirt paths leading here and there. But you see that the majority of elves are traveling through these large, outstretching, branching rivers, which seem to incorporate and go through the entire town.
Wow. Kind of like Elf Venice over here. Pretty nice place you've got.
We've made do with what we've had, and we welcome any and all travelers to it, as long as they abide by the laws.
Okay. Quick question. What do you all do as an alternative for healing potions?
We've got an alchemist who crafts healing tonics. One of the elf guards in the back chimes up.
All right. I'm going to just split from the group. I have a mission to accomplish right now, and, you know what? You guys go on ahead without me and explore a little bit. Find somewhere we can stay for the night. I don't know.
Stone! What are you doing?
Oh, don't worry about her. Just go let her explore.
Don't worry, I'm an elf. It shouldn't be a problem. This place is, built for my people, after all.
Okay, don't get lost!
I can't promise that.
Roll a perception check to see if you can somehow find your way.
Natural one.
Again?
Total 4.
Oh, no, you keep going straight. You see some nice buildings along the way, but no alchemist shop. But at some point, you come across a building called the Fey Hats Tavern.
Fey Hats Tavern. That's not what I'm looking for. What the heck? I'll go inside. Excuse me, where exactly is the alchemist shop?
So you walk into this town you've never been into before, into the tavern you've never been into before, and you shout at the top of your lungs into this establishment, where is the alchemist shop?
Oh, great.
Everyone just stops what they're doing and turns and stares at you.
All right. Okay. This is normal. I'm an elf.
You hear a random individual shout out from the corner. Which one?
Whichever is closest to here.
A small elven lady hobbles over to you. Oh, dearie. That alchemist shop is out if you go to the right, hang a right down the 3 rivers, go to the left, and then it's right on the right-hand side near the garden.
3 rivers to the right side on the left-hand side. Got it.
Oh, yep, got it.
All right. I got this, Jam. These are my people after all with my -1. My critical failure in perception. I'll get there eventually.
Uh-huh, sure. Go ahead, roll a survival check.
That's 24. That's actually way better. I was worried there for a second. I was really worried.
You know what? Impressively, though you did not ask for any sort of clarification on what she said, you did manage to figure out and decipher the meaning and follow the directions, and you found the alchemist shop, melded into a tree on the right-hand side next to a beautiful garden.
All right, I will go inside. Hello?
What?
And you see as a tiny old elf walks over to you.
What can I do you for?
Hi. Do you happen to have any healing potions here?
No. No. We're all sold out. Go away.
What about the alternatives?
Can I sell those legally? Am I going to get, my degree stricken? What degree? No one actually has any certification here. Yes. Well, you see, sure. Here, go ahead. Try this.
Oh, what is he handing me? What is he just placing in my hand?
Well, you see, I found out that regular health potions are red, so that must have been a secret. I will give you the first sample for free. Tell me if it works, and if anything does, here's the receipt. And if it doesn't, you did not get this from me.
And you see as he hands you a sheet of paper which says release form on it.
I'll sign it.
Just sign it. Don't bother reading it all. All you need to know is that, if it works, great. If it doesn't, I didn't sell it to you.
Okay. All right. I sign the document. I try to glance over it as quickly as possible and just kind of sign it. I'm desperate at this point. All right. Do I drink it or do I throw it down or
throw it? You crazy? I'm mad. I'm not insane. You drink it.
You're mad. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Thank you for that contract. Totally legally binding. Don't question anyone. Don't tell the authorities.
He grabs the contract from your hands, rolls up the parchment, and pushes it into his coat. And meanwhile, he's also pulling out a vial filled with a red liquid and places it into your hand.
Can I get any information from what I've received?
As you take a closer look, the game UI pops up, but you only see a bunch of question marks, and the name and description fields are all blank.
Okay. I'm going to send a message to Clyde. Hey, Clyde, I found the alchemist.
What? You ran off. Where have you been?
I told you I was looking... Well, I didn't tell you. I found the alchemist shop, though, like I said.
You've been gone for 30 minutes, Snow. What alchemist shop? We're at the alchemist shop.
I'm at the one where there's 3 rivers to the left and the buildings on the right.
You see a message being typed, but then it stops momentarily before a new message is presumably composed and then sent. Oh, Kaitar says you're by the garden shop. There's another alchemist shop on the northern part of town.
I wait a long moment before I reply next. Can you come here?
I don't know where here is. Hold on. All right, we're gonna get a town map.
Okay, sounds good. I might poke my head out for a little bit. Message me when you're...
And you get another message, but you ignore it.
All right, I'll leave the shop and I'll just look around the area. I figure I'll be able to, make my way back here without much of an issue. I got it with the survival of 24 earlier, so we're fine. I think. Jim?
Yeah?
What?
No. Roll a d8 for which direction you're going, since you said you're just kind of meandering about.
Yeah. I just want to poke my head around and look around. 6.
Well, you end up back up at the Fey Hats Tavern.
What?
Listen, I don't tell the story. The dice do.
How did I got... all right, I guess this is a sign. Well, that is a sign. Okay, I'm going up. I'm going in.
Yeah, the sign says Feyhath Tavern.
Yep, I'll go inside. I'll take a seat at the bar. Might as well at this point. I'm supposed to be here now.
A female elf stands behind the bar, filling 2 pints for other patrons before she spots you. Oh, welcome back, dearie. Did you manage to find the alchemist shop? I overheard you were talking with Rita earlier.
Oh, yeah, actually I did. And I got this. I'm not sure what it is, though. And I pulled the potion out from my inventory and just kind of placed it on the table.
The barkeep looks it over quizzically. Oh, well, I haven't seen that one before. He's always concocting up new things.
Is he trustworthy? I mean, like, what's the likelihood I'll die from this? Because he seemed a little eccentric. I asked him for a health potion, and he said this was all he had.
Eccentric? Yes. Die? Unlikely. Hospitalized? Highly probable.
I don't know if this is going to be worth it. But it was free.
Well, if you do give it to someone, make sure they're rather fortuitous. He generally means well, but he tries to do what he sets out for. He rarely succeeds. But I'll give it to you. He's an inventive one.
Thanks for the advice. So what's good to eat here?
Well, there's the potato platter, the eggplant platter, the leaf platter.
I'll just do the potato platter. It's fine.
All right. So,
Can I have salt and butter with that?
Salt, butter.
Oh, do you have spices?
Spices.
Okay, never mind. You know what? Potatoes. Potatoes are fine.
You hand over 2 silver pieces, and in a brief while, she brings out a very simple meal of potatoes and vegetables. Incredibly bland.
I begin grumbling about how I actually probably should have just waited for dinner with Clyde. Not even Clyde. I want Clyde's food. That's all I'm thinking about at this point. Just Clyde's food. When I'm done eating, though, I'm going to prepare to leave. But I want to ask her, where exactly can I get a map of this town?
Oh, actually, we've been really trying to boost our tourism with newcomers and travelers, so we have pre-made pamphlets.
Oh, that's
nice. And you
nice.
see as she gives you a pamphlet map of the town, which can help you navigate around a bit. You see there are a variety of buildings marked on this map, such as stable, library, blacksmith, tannery, seamstress, magic shop, just to name a few, and also the Ranger Society.
Really quick, where could I go if I wanted to get some more information on the creatures in the area, like slimes?
Oh, well, if you look right here, dearie, it says Ranger Society. If you run into them, they're great folk. They're the ones who have been managing the recovery of these magnificent creatures. They'd know all about it.
Got it. Thanks. Really appreciate it. And then I'll walk out the door, and I will begin making my way towards the Ranger Society. I completely forgot about the messages, by the way, of me saying I'm going to stick around. That by this point, I've been talking, So as I walk out, though, I will send a message to Clyde just saying Ranger Society and just move. Just go. Boost.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I'll keep babysitting the 2 children. While you're power walking your way to the Ranger Society, taking the longest route possible since your ability to navigate is poor, you do hear a very familiar female voice shout out, "Oh my gosh, I found her!" And you just feel a weight of a halfling barrel into your legs. Not enough to knock you over, but certainly enough to stop you.
You're not going anywhere, Missy. We've been walking around in circles.
As she's talking, I'll just start to walk with her dangling on my legs.
Hold up. We walked. For almost an hour, you kept going from location to location. You made it very hard to find you.
Yeah, well, I'm really close to getting us information on things we need. Besides, I got this. Guy gave it to me and said it's like an alternative for a health potion. And she pulls out the vial, or I'll pull out the vial.
What guy? Where'd you even get this from?
I told you, I was at the alchemist earlier. I don't know.
Wait, that old geezer? He seemed criminally insane.
He was nice. He gave it to me for free. I honestly, watch. It's probably going to be just fine. She uncorks it and then she'll just drink it.
I need you to roll me a fortitude save.
I'm rather fortuitous.
So what's your save?
15.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant you should do.
And as she says this, you down the potion. Your mouth, esophagus, and stomach immediately feel as though they have been set on fire. You take 1 non-lethal damage. but you gain 7 temporary hit points.
I pull out my water skin and I just start drinking it.
Yeah, make another fortitude save.
13 plus 7, so 20.
As you attempt to drink water, the sensation intensifies.
Why?
You're standing there, tears streaming down your face, drool dribbling out of your mouth, and you feel like you've eaten a ghost pepper.
Snow, your eyes are bulging out of your head right now. Are you okay?
Help me!
Snow!
On the upside, you do see a pop-up on your screen.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Jem.
The potion is no longer listed in your inventory, but you see the words, congratulations! Congratulations, you've now identified the Firebelly potion.
Can I see our duration listed? How long?
Unknown.
No, oh God, make it stop, please. Woo. I start hobbling my way towards the Ranger Society at this point. Maybe they have something. I just also have to get my mind off this page. Just hobble, run, move, I don't care. Halfling on my leg.
Crystal is definitely still holding on to your leg, screaming bloody murder. Eventually, you do kind of manage to stumble your way into the Rangers Society.
Wait, is she screaming bloody murder too?
Yeah, so she's very concerned about you, but is not delatching herself.
There's tears running all over her face, bloodshot eyes. She has a halfling childlike creature
screaming on your leg as you burst through these doors. A couple of people just shout, "Demon!" And a few of the others just run over to check on you. Ma'am, are you okay?
Everything is fine. It's normal. This is normal.
Ma'am, this does not appear normal. I believe you need to be hospitalized.
No. I need you to tell me what quest? I can't use my tongue anymore. What quest have you?
I don't think that is the most important thing at this time.
Can I make an intimidate check? I'm in so much pain. I have a child, a halfling screaming on my leg.
Yeah, sure, and I'll even give you a +2 bonus due to circumstance.
That's really nice. 19 plus 8, 27.
Some of these are hardened adventurers, but everyone in the room seems genuinely shaken and spooked. And crippled due to fear, only a few of them are even able to move, and they just point to the job board.
I'm so close.
One of the elves who has been helping you since you entered approaches. Ma'am, you should really sit down, maybe drink something?
I drank water, it didn't help.
What about cool ale?
Give it to me, anything.
Sure. He runs over to a nearby table and grabs a tankard for you.
I just drink it. Water, it's ale pouring all over my face.
Fortitude save.
21.
And the pain begins to subside.
Okay, so on top of the old tears, now they're just tears of joy as this pain is subsiding.
Actual jubilation.
Actual, true jubilation. I start just muttering under my breath about jubilation. It was better than water, though. Don't drink the water, guys. Don't buy the red potion. Don't buy the red potion. It was wrong.
All of the elves who moments ago were afraid of you all kind of give a collective and knowing sigh. Oh. Ooh. But also, as the burning goes away, you notice that the temporary hit points which you received from the potion also disappear. And you learn that the duration of this is 10 minutes or as long as the other side effects are in place. And if you pass the initial save, you aren't at negatives while under the effects of the potion.
Why would anyone want this? Why would they make it?
Oh, yeah. There, miss, is it any better?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, can I get you a tissue?
Can I get a new tongue?
I don't know. We don't supply those here.
Napkin, please. Yep, I'll take whatever he's offering me, and I'll just wipe my face.
Anything else I could help you with? Crystal pops up.
Oh, well, wasn't that quite the adventure? I guess we are here to get some information. Isn't that right, Snow?
My face is still really puffy and red, and I'm just very ashamed. I get up and kind of like walk out the door. Just give me a minute. I'll be back. I'll go outside and I'll sit on the steps for a minute.
Well, as you go to find reprieve sitting on the stairs just outside the Rangers Guild, you actually see that Clyde comes running up, shouting, and pointing at you.
Yeah, you.
And he picks you up by the scruff of your shirt.
Ooh.
Where have you been? Like, hey, like, well, what happened to you?
You know, I signed a document, but I'm fine. I think. And there's no after effects. I did things I probably shouldn't have, Clyde.
You're darn right you did. You shouldn't have done a lot of things. And now, look, we've lost Grog.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
We've lost Grog!
Oh, no.
And as this crystal pops up behind both of you,
What? You lost him? How am I supposed to get around?
With your legs, by Nichia. Where's Nichia? You lost him too?
I don't know. He was with Grog before I lost both of them. I don't know. So hopefully with the big guy, right?
Oh my gosh, it's like a flashback to all the times I lost my wolves in Minecraft and they never came back.
So true. You always lose your pets.
I know, they're always stuck in like the mines.
Or
And
the
they
one
die.
time you lost your otter in the middle of the river in Ark.
Don't talk about him. Don't talk about Wilson. That was Wilson. All right, I'm going to send a message to Grog. Maybe we can reach him. Hey, Grog, where are you?
A long time passes and there is no response.
Grog, answer me, please. Are you mad at me? Are you okay?
You send another message, and for a while, you don't get a response. But when you do, all you see is a big jumble of letters which seem to have no meaning behind them.
Guys, I can't reach Grog, and
Oh no, how could you lose him?
he's face rolling on the keyboard.
No, he's a big dummy. He's a sweetheart, and he's strong and nice and incredibly gentle, but he's embarrassed by this, but he's illiterate.
In game, not really. I think.
Because of his stats?
He might have min-maxed a little hard. I'm pretty sure he's got a -2 in intelligence.
Oh no, I just kind of cover my face. All right, let's go get our big guy. He'll probably be more lost than me if we leave him for too much longer. Okay, I'll swipe down in the air and try to navigate to the map. Not that's gonna do me any good.
You open up your minimap and it expands in front of you, giving you a full overhead view of the village. It isn't overly detailed, but some of the areas that you've explored have labels over them, and the general outline of the structures are indicated. And you also see your party members' locations indicated by small blue dots.
Can I tell which one I am?
Seeing as you're the one that's constantly getting lost, no. Or maybe it's just an error in the game, or the game translated your personal flaw of poor navigation into the system, but for some reason you don't see any indicator for who's who.
Oh, wow. Okay, first off, low blow, GM. But also, this certainly explains a lot.
Yeah, I've been trying to think why someone with several points in survival would be terrible at navigation, and I'm just going to say that it's because the game has been actively trying to sabotage you.
Well, my dice have been doing that, but me specifically?
That's the game.
How sweet.
Now, just everyone in general, you're not that special. Okay?
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
It's an avocado.
An avocado?
Is there a way I can tell who the blue dots are in any way?
Nope.
Okay.
And in fact, when you try to select them, nothing happens. You try a few other things, but get the same results.
This is really weird. Hey, guys, are you able to see whose icon is whose in each location?
Icons? You get icons?
Yeah.
Do you mean those little tiny blue dotty thingy?
And you see as she makes a similar hand motion to you and seemingly opens up her own minimap.
Yep, those are pretty much all we have. I can't tell who they belong to, which, I mean, is why it took so long to find you.
Sorry about that. But wait, if we're all together,
That means that Grog's the only one who's alone.
unless there's other players, but
Shh.
maybe this is why they say never split the party. All right, I start looking on my map for an ostracized blue dot.
Your eyes scan the map in front of you, and you spot what you can only assume to be Grog's dot. He looks like he's right next to the old alchemist man's shop.
Snow, what's that creepy look in your eye?
I think I know where he is. We just have to go back to the alchemist shop I was at.
Are you talking about the one that gave you that potion?
That's the place.
I just passed there on my way not too long ago.
Grog! I'm coming, buddy.
And she just bolts off, starts running.
I follow after her.
Bolting after Christopher, your group makes it to the alchemist's shop at record pace.
Grog, buddy, where are you? I can't run much more. I don't have the lung capacity for this.
While she's looking for him, I want to go to the shop, and I kind of just
You're going back?
Well, I look out to see where she goes, because I assume he's in the garden, so I'm just going to go back into the shop.
Okay. Once you enter the shop again, for some reason it is very, very smoky and smells like everything is burning.
Hello, sir? Hello? Are you here?
What? Huh? Who's that? Didn't you see the sign outside? We're almost closed.
I look at the sign, wherever it is.
You see a sign standing outside, but you can't read it from here.
No, there's no sign.
Weird. Could have sworn I put one out there. Anywho, what do you want?
I gotta tell you, not exactly thrilled about the effects on myself, but I'm gonna want 5 more of these.
Really? You like it?
And he walks over to you and begins prodding you with a stick.
Well, you're not hospitalized. That's a good sign.
Well, I should have been hospitalized from the side effects, but I figured it could be useful if in the future, you get some higher up that you need to drink
tell me what
it.
happened. Yeah, tell me
You want them to be in pain and eternal torment for 10 minutes.
He's taking notes on all of these things. As you see, he's just manifested a book and quill out of thin air.
Interesting. So not water, but cool alcohol. Maybe add some chill shrooms so it can have a more refreshing taste.
Well, I mean, if you would like to do that to make it so it actually gives you hit points without hurting you, yeah, that'd be a great idea.
I'm talking adding chill shrooms to the alcohol, to the after.
Shrooms?
Don't worry, it's fermented.
No, that was not my concern. Anyway, do you have 5 more I could have?
5? What do you think I am, a schloozy? No, I only have 3.
Okay, how much?
Lawsuits, experimental bugs, my license that I don't have because no one ever vetted me. 100 gold.
100? How about you give me these potions and I'll test out some more potions for you.
Wait a minute. Snow?
But
Isn't this the same deal you made with Zaniba?
I'm a poor woman. What do you want from me?
Why are all of my alchemists peddling experimental drugs?
You tell me.
Why do you keep offering this?
My body is all I have.
Wait, you're still wearing the boar's head merchandise, aren't you?
Quite plainly, yeah.
Oh, God. The old man chimes in.
You've got a deal.
Wait. I have one additional condition.
Ah.
The potions can't risk killing me.
He sits and he thinks on it for a moment.
I can't promise that. How about this?
Ugh.
I will give you an equal number of potions from my store to however many you take. You can choose what you receive in exchange, but only after you've used any of the experimental ones I've given you. I will even allow you to test these potions on someone else if you think it's too risky. Just don't go pointing fingers at me if something bad happens. Deal?
I think I can work with that.
All right, all you need to do is sign right here.
And you see as he begins to pull out a giant stack of papers from under his desk and just slams it on the table with a giant thud.
How do you have this ready? Like, what?
I'm always prepared.
Okay, do I have to go through each page, or does it have like a menu pop up that I can just sign?
There's a menu pop up for an option for you to sign it.
Okay, sure. I'll begin pressing the sign button.
Oh, yeah, you press it and it says, trapped in animation.
What? No, Jam, please. No, please make it stop. No,
signing.
stop me. No.
And you're stuck here for minutes, going through each and every page.
Am I at least reading it?
Calm
Please.
down. No one here's forcing you. You're the one who's signing it.
Please tell me I didn't just sign away any rights I had to sue the game master of this game.
Alrighty, since you had to try one potion for me, I'll be nice and I'll let you have this one for free. But the other 2, you'll need to try these ones and report back to me by the end of the week.
And you see another pop-up after you are done your signing animation, and it says, a quest. New quest received. Test 2 potions for the alchemist by the end of the week. And you have the options to either accept or reject.
I like flex my hand. It's just so cramped up. And then I kind of like try and knock it with my knuckle on the accept line. I've come too far at this point.
And you receive 1 fire belly potion, along with the 2 other requested experimental potions, which have multiple question marks littered all over them. One of them is midnight black and bubbling like tar, though the bottle itself is cool to the touch. The other one, it looks like chunky vomit.
Ugh. I'll pop open the corks of each of them and just try to smell them individually.
The black one does not have a smell. And the putrid-looking one smells exactly like you think it would.
All right. Well, at least sniffing them didn't kill me immediately, so...
Alrighty, now remember, come back to me once you've completed the task by the end of the week, and if anyone ever does an autopsy report, there's nothing to tie you back to me.
All right, you know what? You got it, dude.
That's Mr. Dude to you.
Wait, is your name actually Dude, sir?
Sir Dude, actually.
I had a dog named that once. Anyway, I'll see you soon, Mr. Sir Dude. And I'll run out the door before you can say anything else. I'm feeling a bit emotional with the name, but also insulted by the name of this man. Also, what does the sign say?
It says what he said it said. Almost closed.
I'll walk back towards the guard and shout, hey, Grog? Guys?
You see as there is a large red blur that rushes towards you and picks you up by the shoulders and literally lifts you 8 feet in the air.
Snow, you really hurt my feelings running off like that.
I'm really sorry, buddy. You and your fortuitous muscles. This wouldn't hurt him, I think. Here, why don't you have this, Grog? And I'll try and hand over the black tar potion. I mean, it doesn't look as bad as the vomit, at least.
You start to lift this potion up from your hand, and you hear a familiar scream of,
A sneak attack!
And you feel as this force slams into your upper half, and you lose grip of the potion as it falls.
Can I catch it?
You can roll a reflex save.
5.
Yeah, no. The vial shatters on the ground, and the black liquid seeps. It slowly starts protruding outward in a web-like fashion and then hardens to a black metal.
Iron skin? Oh, that might have been so useful. Oh, take a dab it.
Were you trying to poison Grog because he's upset with you?
No, absolutely not. No. I just thought that he might be able to handle this potion, and it could have been really useful. It's nothing dangerous, I think.
You think? Like, you know he's already not the sharpest tool in the shed, and now you're trying to pick on him by giving him potentially dangerous substances?
I mean, sharp, no. Fortuitous, yes. I'm sorry, Grog. Can you put me down? I need to go get a new one, or else I'm going to fail this quest. I might as well just drink it all myself.
He puts you down, slightly sobbing, and Crystal points at both of her eyes and then at yours with knowing motion.
I walk back into the shop.
The sign says almost closed.
Hey, so what happens if I drop one of the potions and it breaks?
Well, I guess you didn't test it then, and you failed.
Can I get another one of the black ones?
Kids these days, no appreciation for it. What I mean, listen, you broke it. Could have been a nuclear bomb for all you know. All right, fine. It's only this once. Do it again. It will count as a failed mission.
He gives you a new potion.
Okay, I'm just going to get it done while I'm in here. Just save myself some time. I'm going to uncork the putrid one and then just down it. And might as well live with side effects.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Roll a fortitude save.
Okay, 10. Why? Why am I rolling so bad? This... My dice. No.
Okay.
I'm supposed to have a high fortitude.
This is great. So let me explain. First off, you swear this is just a bottle of vomit. Getting it down was hard enough as its viscous and chunky putrid aroma slowly starts swimming its way down your esophagus. But now as it reaches your stomach, you feel an uneasy, queasy feeling. And after a moment, you projectilely vomit all over the shop.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
You see as the alchemist takes his hand and wipes down his face, and a big pile of vomit just drops onto the floor. But you hear a pleasant tone and you see a brief pop-up. You have discovered the vomit vial. Failing a DC 20 fortitude save causes you to vomit in a 20-foot cone. Everyone hit by this must also make a fortitude save or become nauseated.
Oh, so we're just spreading bacteria.
Oh, well, good thing my senses were lulled 100 years ago, because that was some pretty potent stuff.
There's just like sweat dripping from my brow, and then I just pull out the other potion. I'm done. I should not have made this deal.
Oh, young lady, you don't have to. Ooh, well,
I just drink it, yep.
I admire your chutzpah.
Please roll a strength check for me.
Okay, I'm supposed to be good at all these things, right? I'm a fighter.
Yep,
Let's go.
Get
Okay.
it. Uh-huh.
I don't like this.
What do you mean?
I don't. Why do I roll like this? 7.
Total?
7.
Ooh.
My modifier is a 3.
After you imbibe this potion, you see as the black substance seems to protrude from your esophagus and climbs its way back up your throat and then covers your entire body and suddenly hardens into a stiff metal. You find it impossible to move, though you can still breathe. However, it appears as if you've been turned into a metal statue. A moment goes by as Sir Dude is kind of walking around in circles when your metal form, commenting about something when you hear the shop door open. Hey, alchemist guy, did a pretty lady come through here a moment ago?
Ladies? I don't have any of those coming to me. Oh, wait a minute. I had this customer once. She's actually right here currently. She's indisposed at the moment.
Clyde just walks up and turns to face you. Wait, Snow? And you see as he kind of taps on your head, but you don't feel anything.
Actually, can you hit her a little harder?
What? No, I can't hit a woman. What am I supposed to do with a statue of her? Her HP bar is at full. What's going on here?
Oh, she just drank a potion. Here, allow me.
And he doesn't fix anything about you, but instead he picks up a nearby cane resting on his desk and just starts beating you. But, you notice that you don't take any damage.
Hey. Interesting. She's still alive, but I can't tell if she feels pain because she's metal or if she can't express pain because she's metal. Quite the conundrum.
Clyde starts arguing with the old man, but about 5 minutes later, the effect ends. And as I mentioned, you took no damage from being hit while in the statue form, though you are now currently sickened for the next hour. I will say, though, after drinking all these potions, you have completed the quest, and you successfully gain 500 XP.
That's a lot of XP. Maybe kind of worth it. Maybe.
Oh, look, I told you she'd be mostly fine. Now, leave my shop. I've been almost closed for like 3 hours now, but you keep barging in.
Oh, you bet we're leaving. Come on, Snow.
Wait. Oh, my reward. Give it to me.
I'll find it. Take it.
And the old man just shoves 2 potions into your hands and just pushes both of you out the door. Snow! What was that?
Strange times.
No. You could have died or, permanently become a metal statue, for all you know.
I know. I'm taking the risks.
It's a big risk.
I can see you're mad at me. I got it.
You just had to go and run off and leave our illiterate friend.
I didn't leave him, Clyde. You lost him. Anyway, you don't need to worry about me. I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself.
Crystal said she found you in tears. I find you, there's vomit all over an alchemist shop, and you are a metal statue.
I was just trying to speed things up. We need an alternative to health potions. I'm sorry. Ugh, I don't feel so good. Is Grog around?
Yeah, he's over back at the garden sitting with Crystal. And actually, as he mentions this, they notice you and make their way over.
Hey, I'm so sorry, buddy. I wasn't trying to abandon you, okay? I also wasn't trying to poison you because you were mad at me.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
Don't get used to people trying to poison you, buddy. It's not... That's not normal. I wasn't trying to, still clarifying. But from here on out, we'll get through this. Together.
As the situation somewhat resolves itself and apologies are made, you kind of feel the remaining energy you have fading. You begin to lose consciousness. Clyde tries to catch you, but he's not strong enough to hold you on his own. But as he's struggling, Grog leans over and picks you up.
You're right. This is hard. The whole situation. But we'll get through this together.
Didn't think I was that heavy.
Oh, no, I mean, like, the overall situation, everything that's going on.
Oh, gosh.
And I think this is going to be a good place to stop for this episode. We should probably give our poor listeners a break at this point.
You know, I think that was a great day. It was a good day.
Yeah, it was an active day.
I think it was great.
But we'll have to find out the merit of it next time. What's going on with these slimes, and how is our party going to manage to obtain sources of healing? Thank you, Foundlings, for joining us on today's episode. If you're enjoying the story so far, make sure you hit that follow or subscribe button on whatever platform you're listening to. And for those listeners who have returned to this renewed episode, thank you guys. We hope you enjoyed some of the changes as well as the addition and renewal of the original content. If you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to follow us on social media. That's on Twitter and Instagram at RollFound. If you want to interact with us more directly, please check out our Discord. We're active on there all the time. If you want to help support the podcast, please try sharing it with a friend, some family, anyone who's a fan of SAO. Or you can also support us more monetarily by donating to our Patreon. That helps us develop new content for you guys and helps going a long way in supporting the show. Also, speaking of supporting the show, special thank you to Michael Gelfi, Monument Studio, Evan Dutch, and Dark Fantasy Studio for providing the music and ambiance which fills thine ear holes. And we'll have to wait till the next episode of The Odd Campaign. Bye, guys!
Bye-bye!
Ow.